Hi everyone. So finally we are live and we came back after a couple of days. So now the session will be continuous. Each day I will be giving one session on mathematics, as well as I'm planning to start aptitude for all, right? So that you guys can score 50 marks from mathematics and aptitude. And I will also now resume my question sharing on machine learning. And yeah, good evening, Asdeep. So let us wait for people to join, and please confirm if my voice and everything is okay, right? So I think we are doing well. We have done already well in four sessions. Okay, so yes. So let me inform everybody to yeah. So in this session again, I will be talking about counting only, right? So counting. So this is going to be lecture number 5, right? So, competition and combination, I always spend a lot of time here so that you can feel better in future, like probability and statistics concepts, right? So, what we have done in the earlier classes was we started learning counting, and we discussed the last topic was linear combination, or not linear combination, it was, yeah, linear combination, right? So we were trying to arrange, like four boys were there and four girls were there, right? So we were trying to arrange them. Okay. So in this session also we'll do some sort of a question. So you can say that just I'm going to do some sort of a question. So let me take some questions, right? Like so from the last session only I'm continuing. Okay. So you can say that suppose we have got four boys and four girls are there, right? Four boys and four girls. Okay, four boys and four girls are there, are to be seated in a line, are to be seated in a line, right? So if four boys and four girls are there and are to be seated in a line means what? It is a matter of what? Linear permutation, right? It is not a circular permutation, it is a linear permutation. Okay. And many of you are also asking about solution, right? I have got to see in my Telegram group only solution for sample paper. So in fact, we will be discussing all together because I think everybody can contribute to the solution. So people who are from computer science, I encourage people to solve DSA part. Okay, we'll try to answer machine learning questions, mathematics questions, and so we will try to distribute that sample paper, and we will try to come up with a great answer key, right? And we can release it in the in the public space, people who are looking for. So four boys and four girls are to be seated in a line. Okay. Find the number of ways. So we have to find the number of ways. Find the number of ways. Okay. What is the first question here? The first question is, you can say boys and girls are alternate. Boys and girls are alternate, right? Alternate, right? So we have to put first boy, then girl, then boy, then girl, like this. Okay. So that is the question. Okay. So four boys and four girls are there. They have to be seated in a line. So what we have to do here is we have to find, you know, so there can be a case here. Okay. Boys and girls are alternate means what? It suppose boy is there, girl is there, boy is there, girl is there, boy is there, girl is there, like this. Okay. So how many total people are there? 8. So 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Okay, this is one possibility, right? And you can also say that this is C1, you can say this is C1, right? And the case C2 can be girl can come first, right? So girl, then boy, then girl, then boy, then girl, then boy, then girl, then boy, right? Alternate means what? The boy can come first, then girl, or you can think about your girl is coming first and then boy. I think this is clear, right? So you have to think about cases here, right? You have to always think about cases. That is the very important thing. Okay. Now, how can you arrange this? How can you arrange? So here what we are doing is, you can think about, there are 4 boys and 4 girls, right? Okay. So the first case talks about what? The first case talks about, you have got, 4 boys, so you can arrange 4 boys first, right? So you are arranging 4 boys and you are arranging 4 girls, right? Separately. So you can say that 4 boys has got arranged into 4. Okay, and 4 girls has got arranged in the first case, right? And here 4 boys and four girls and 4 boys. That's it. Okay. Now you can just add it, right? It will be 2 times of, okay, 2 times of the arrangement, right? Okay, so this will be the answer for this question. What is the answer here? 2 times 4 factorial into 4 factorial, right? So I think this is clear. Okay, so this is very simple counting that we have used here, right? I hope this makes sense. Now let us take one more question. So next question, the same question is there, but the statement is same for the question. Okay, that you have to always remember. Okay, and I will be also sharing some of the problem sheet as I promised, from the November 1, right? So I'm creating some questions, right? Whatever session we have conducted till now, so I will be giving you some 30 odd questions, right? So you have to try questions, and you have to use my concept, the way we count. Okay, understood? And at the end of the day, I will be also summarizing entire PNC in one go, right? So you will say that, oh, this was the, you know this was the, basic thing that we need, है ना? Chalo. So next question is, what if there are 4 married couples? You can say, if there are you can say 4 married couple. If there are 4 married couples, and then number of ways in which they can be seated. Number of ways they can be seated. Four married couple means what? See, there are 4 boys and 4 girls, right? So 4 married couple means, 1 boy, 1 girl. Okay, couple means what? There will be 1 boy, there will be 1 girl, right? Okay, so 1 boy, 1 girl, 1 boy, 1 girl, right? So you're going to associate 1 boy, 1 girl, right? Okay, so out of it, how many, so there will be 4 couples only, right? 4 couples are there, means you have to arrange 4 couples first. Okay, in how many ways you're going to arrange 4 couples? 4 factorial ways, right? Okay, because they should be sitting at the same place, right? Okay, that you have to make sure, right? So this is very important to keep in mind. If there are 4 married couples, then number of ways in which they can be seated, okay, so that each couple is together, so that each couple is together. Okay, it is a very good question, you can say, right? Just to understand, I gave this question, okay, just to make you feel, okay, realize. See, so what you can say, suppose B1 G1 is one couple, right? B2 G2 is second couple. Okay, B3 G3 is okay, and B4 G4 is, okay. These are the 4 couples. Okay, so 4 boys, 4 girls. So one couple is one element now. Okay, that you have to consider, right? So how many elements are there total? And total elements means total 4 spaces, you can say. Yeah, so we can arrange them by 4 factorial, right? Now these are the bundles, right? You can say we are using bundling method, or you can say bundle. Okay, whenever this kind of a situation is there, like, the items should be together or something, right? So you have to use bundle method. Okay, so boys and girls, boys and girls, boys and girls. Fortunately, there are 4 boys and 4 girls. Okay, so couples are okay, happy. Yeah, nobody is single here, right? So that you have to keep in mind. So now you have to arrange also these, what is inside, right? Girl can be here, boy can be here, right? So you can say that 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. You can say that this is nothing but 4 factorial into 2 factorial to the power 4. This is the answer for this question. I think this is clear for all, yeah? How many of you understood this question? Please respond in the chat box so that we can proceed ahead. Yes. I hope this makes sense to all, right? Yeah. So let me take one question which was asked in some JEE means, right, in 2020. And let us see how simple that question is, right? So yeah, fine. So let's move ahead. So I think many of you might not be available at this moment. So you guys can watch the recording as well once the live session is over, right? Yeah, fine. So two families with three members. What question is what? Two families with three members. Two families with three members, each and one family with four members. Two families with three members each, you have to keep in mind. Okay, there are two families, and there are how many families? Two families with three members each. Okay, and one family with four members. One family with four members. Okay, are to be seated in a row. Are to be seated in a row. Okay, so it is again a linear permutation. Okay, it is again a linear permutation. Okay, you are not selecting people, right? You're going to arrange them. Okay, you are going to allow them to sit. Okay, like you are going to fill the space. Okay, that you have to always keep in mind, right? So two families with three members each and one family with four members are to be seated in a row. Okay, now the question is, in how many ways? In how many ways? It In how many ways can they be seated? Can they be seated? Okay, so that same family members are not separated. So that same family members, okay, are not separated. It's a very beautiful question, right? Yeah. Can somebody try this question? And how much time you take to count? Okay, that matters a lot. Okay. So two family with three members each and one family with four members are to be seated in a row, right? In how many ways can they be seated so that same family members are not separated, right? So whatever concept we have utilized in the past, right, the similar concept I'm going to use here as well. Okay, so in linear permutation it is very simple, right? So you see here, now what is the solution, and you have to always give me the optimum solution, right? Less number of steps and the solution should be more intuitive, right? So two families are there with the three members each, right? And one more family is there, four members each, right? Are to be seated in a row in how many ways? So it is, I think, very simple question. Who is going to answer first? So there are how many families then? Therefore, there are three families now. Two families, one family has got three members, one family has got three members, right? You can think about it, right? And one more family is there having four members. Okay. So you have to use bundle method here, right? So, and all same family members are not separated. Matlab, family should be always like, just like a couple, couple should not be seated here and there, right? Couples should be always sitting in the same place. Okay. So I think anybody can answer this question, right? Okay. So you can think about like this. Suppose there are first family has got A1, right? Like this, A1, A2, A3. Second family is there, B1, B2, B3, right? These are the members, right? And third family is also there. Okay, if you notice here, right, one more family is there with four members. You can say C1, C2, C3 and C4. So how many ways this bundle can be arranged, right? That is very important. How many ways this bundle can be arranged? So this bundle can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Now we have to arrange these guys also. So here 3 factorial whole square into 4 factorial. So this is the answer, right? So इसका आंसर क्या आ जाएगा? 3 factorial to the power 4 into 4 factorial. ठीक है? How many of you understood this question? Yes. I hope everybody understood this, right? So this is very simple question that you can always keep in mind, right? So this is the way we have to solve the question, and these kind of questions are, is going to open your eyes first, right? And in future, you will not get scared about the probability, right? Okay. Hmm. Fine. Okay. So I have informed everybody to join the session, right? So people can join if they are free, right? Otherwise, people can watch later as well. देखो कितना optimum solution है. This question looks very big. This question is, it was asked in JEE mains 2020, right? So those days we were not able to solve this kind of a question, right? लेकिन आप देखो कैसे solve कर पा रहे हो, ठीक है? अब एक question और करते हैं. It's a word based question, right? Question क्या बोलता है कि the number of 6-letter words, number of 6-letter 6-letter word, okay, with or without meaning, you can say with or without meaning. Okay, so you should always do practice from JEE mains and advanced questions, right? As well as your gate questions. So that will give you a kind of confidence. Yes, you are able to do. Huh? Don't use those kind of a vague method where you are wasting your time. You don't have any reasoning, right? So always try to understand the better way of counting, right? So number of 6-letter words with or without meaning formed using all letter of the word. Okay, formed using all the all letters of the word. Okay, here they have given the word here, right? What that word is? Vowel. Okay, this is vowels, right? Okay, vowel is a word they have given. So you have to form a number. The number of 6-letter word is given here, right? So number of 6-letter words with or without meaning formed using all the letters of the word vowel, right? Now, what is the question here? So that all the consonant, all the consonant, okay, all the consonants come together, never come together, never come together. Okay, so this question can be asked in your aptitude basically, right? Okay, you have to find number of ways, right? You can form a word, right? From this given words, right? That is vowel, right? Vowels, VOWELS, right? So you have to identify that which one is what they are saying is so that uh, all the consonants never come together, right? So consonants should never come together. So first of all, you forget about consonant, just like we used to forget about girls, right? Okay. Now let us arrange what? Let us arrange first the we have to arrange what? We have to arrange first the vowel, right? Okay. Because in this word there is a vowel as well as there is a, okay, so these letters are vowel as well as the consonant. Okay. So see, V W L S, you just forget about them, right? Forget. Okay. They should never come together. Understood? So what we have to arrange is O E. O E we have to arrange, right? A E I O U, right? I hope you guys understood this. A. So how many ways are there you can arrange these things, right? How many ways are there you can arrange this, right? O E, right? O E. Understood? So this is very important to keep in mind. Okay. So if you think like this, okay, these guys are not together, okay? Understood. So if you try to arrange this is 2 factorial, right? 2 factorial, then how many gaps are there if you try to think, right? So gaps are like 1, 2, 3 gaps are there, but there are 4 letters, okay? That is the main thing that you have to keep in mind. What you can do here is, in this case, you can always go for overcounting method, right? Overcounting is better way of, okay, I think overcounting will be better. What you can do, you can say that total minus all consonants are together. All consonants are together, you can say. Okay. So total, how many ways we can arrange this guy? So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So you can say 6 factorial, right? Now, if you're going to arrange, you see this is one bundle, right? This is one bundle, okay? And there is O and there is E. So you can arrange this 3 factorial ways along with this bundle. Now, inside this bundle, there are 4 consonant, right? So you have to also arrange 4 consonant. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, so I think this is clear. Okay, so what you have to do here is you have to always keep in mind like this. Sometimes over counting and correcting is one of the best approach, right? That you can always go for. Fine. Now let us take one more question, which was a very good question only. Okay. So the question says that let n be the number of ways. Let n be the number of ways. Let n be the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls can stand. Okay, 5 boys and 5 girls can stand in a queue. Okay, in a queue means what? Again, it is a question of linear permutation, right? Again, it is a question of linear permutation. See, in the they will be giving you the option as well, so you don't have to worry about anything, right? If it is not a NAT question, right, so they will give you the options, right? So needless to worry about that. Okay, why they will give you the option? Because so that you can make mistakes and you should get penalized, okay, by negative marking. Understood? So that is what the main thing is. So let n be the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls are uh, can stand in a queue. Okay, can stand in a queue. Okay, can stand in a queue. Okay, in such a way that in such a way that okay, all the girls stand consecutively, right? All the girls stand, okay, all the girls stand consecutively, okay, cutively. Understood? In a queue. What is the meaning of that? So these are just kind of English you have to understand, right? So all the girls are all together only, you can say, right? Okay. What is consecutive number? You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So girls, 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 like this. So all the girls are standing consecutively, right? You can say, right? So all girls are, they're standing all together. I'm not gonna leave, right? ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ने वाले हैं, right? That you have to think about. So let n be the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls can stand in a queue in such a way that all the girls stand consecutively in a row or in a queue, right? And so let m be the number of ways. Let m be the number of ways. Let m be the number of ways in which 5 boys, okay, 5 boys and 5 girls, right, can stand, okay, can stand in a queue in such a way that okay. So why I'm writing this question is so that you understand each and every line. See, learn one question only, that is more than enough. If you are able to solve PNC confidently, that is more than enough guys. ठीक है, your life is going well. ठीक है, क्योंकि let me tell you one very good news. Since I will start priority now, you will say sir it's a very simple topic. And random variable, the way I teach random variable, okay, you will say oh this is very simple topic again, right? So you will enjoy the process, right? So let be the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls. Now here I am considering M be the number of ways in which 5 boys and 5 girls can stand in queue in such a way that exactly 4 girls stand consecutively in a queue, right? Exactly 4 girls stand, okay, in a queue. Okay. Now what you have to find is you have to find M upon N, right? So the value of M by N you have to find. Then the value of M by N is what? It's a very good question, right? I think anybody can solve this. See, the question looks very big, right? The question look, this is an advanced question, guys. JEE advanced question, right? So people, many of you might leave this question. JEE advanced 2015 question, right? Okay, so you see question. So let me try to solve this. So first statement, I think you can remember. So what is the first statement here? The first statement is nothing but let n be the number of ways. So whatever number of ways we are going to get. Okay, so we are going to arrange these 5 boys and 5 girls. और यहाँ पर क्या है? All girls are standing together, you can say, right? So let me write here. So there are 10 people, right? So G1, G2, G3, G4, G5, right? So they are standing all together, and then B1, B2, B3, B4, and B5. So n is going to be what? N is going to be, you know, this is 1 and there are 5. So you can say 6 factorial into and 5 factorial. I think this is clear, right? 6 factorial into 5 factorial. And then they are saying that 4 girls are standing. Next case, 4 girls. This is the case 1 they have given in the question. Now case 2 they have given, right? I mean, the statement number 2, you can say 5 girls and 5 boys are there, right? So exactly 4 girls are standing. You can say that G1, G2, G3, G4 ये लोग साथ में खड़े हैं, बाकी that is very important to keep in mind, right? Okay. So and you have got already, right? And you have got, okay. So 4 girls are standing, okay, and there is one more girls. Right? There is one more girl, you can say. Okay. That is very important to keep in mind. So out of 5 girls, you have to choose first 4 girls, right? Out of 5, you can say 5 girls. There are 4 girls. They have to stand, you know, all together. That is very important to keep in mind, right? So this is one of the very important question that you have to always keep in mind. Okay. So what you can do here is you can say that first of all we need to choose, right? So let me directly write M. So M is going to be 5C4, right? Because 4 only girls have to be, you know, arranged. So देखो 5 girls are there but 4 girls को हमें अरेंज करना है, ठीक है? क्या हो जाएगा 5C4, ठीक है? अब टोटल कितने कॉम्बिनेशन रहेंगे आपके पास? तो आप देख लो यहाँ पर 4 गर्ल्स को आपने एक साथ ले लिया, G1, G2, G3, G4, राइट? और एक गर्ल आपका फ्री है, राइट? बट दिस गर्ल शुड नॉट बी हियर, राइट? ओके, मतलब साथ में नहीं होना चाहिए, बाकी कहीं भी यहाँ आप देख सकते हो जितने भी गैप्स हैं 1 2 3 4 5 गैप्स में कहीं भी आप डाल दो, ठीक है? तो ये 5 याद रखना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. So 5C4, then you have to arrange, you know, so there are 5 boys, right? Okay, so this is important concept that we have to keep in mind. So 5C4 you choose, then what you have to do, you have to arrange 5 girls, right? 5 girls को आप arrange कर सकते हो 5 factorial ways. Then what you have to do, then आपको क्या करना है, अब ये जो है आपका एक यूनिट हो गया, ठीक है, और एक यूनिट ये हो गया, है ना, गर्ल्स का, आप समझ सकते हो। और कितने बॉयज हैं, 5 बॉयज हैं, राइट। और कितने गैप्स हैं, 1 गैप ये, 2 गैप, 3 गैप, 4 गैप, 5 गैप, 6 गैप। तो आपको 6 गैप आपको ढूंढना है, मतलब 2 गैप ढूंढना है आउट ऑफ 6, राइट। जहां आप एक साथ 4 गर्ल्स को रख सकते हो, एक साथ 4 गर्ल्स को, एंड I think you are understanding, right? So where you can place 4 girls all together and a girl, right? So you can say that that will be 6c2 into, ठीक है, out of 6 gap, you can say out of 6 gap you have chosen 2 gap to fill those gaps like this, okay? ये जो बंडल है आपका कहीं भी रख सकते हो, राइट, और ये बंडल कहीं रख सकते हो, लेकिन दे शुड नॉट बी कॉन्जुगेटिव, राइट। ठीक है, नाउ इसको अरेंज करने के कितने तरीके हैं, तो यहाँ पर आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इसको आप 2 तरीके से अरेंज कर सकते हो सिलेक्ट करने के बाद, 2, एंड इसके अंदर जो है इसको भी आपको अरेंज करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज 4 फैक्टोरियल। ये m की वैल्यू आ गई, ठीक है। आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर फॉर ऑल, राइट। ये बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, ठीक है। तो यहां से आपको क्या आ गया, आपको निकालना क्या था, what you have to find out is you have to find out m by n। m आपका क्या, 5c4 into 5 factorial, right? 5c4 into 5 factorial. What is 5c4? I think you guys can think about what is 5c4. 5c4 is nothing but 5c1 only, right? So it is 5 only, right? 5 into 5 factorial, 6c2, right? 6c2 क्या हो सकता है, 6c2, right? 6c2. So you have to open 6 how many times? Right, that you understand. So 6c2 आप find करो, 2 factorial is already there, right? So 6c2 you try to find, it is 15, and then 2 factorial into 4 factorial upon 6 factorial into 5 factorial। तो आप यहाँ से आप कैंसिल कर सकते हो, यू हैव टू सॉल्व इट बिकॉज ये इंटीजर टाइप क्वेश्चन है, 5 गॉन, राइट। आप इसको सॉल्व कर लो, ठीक है। तो जब इसको आप सॉल्व करोगे, ठीक है, तो इसमें आंसर कितना आ रहा, so आंसर विल बी 5। So I think you understood. So Asdeep, you understood this question कैसे solve करना है। तो from the very basic only whatever we have discussed, the concept first you need to understand। उसके बाद आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन आ जाए solve कर दोगे, ठीक है। इसमें बस पहला तो बहुत सिंपल था, पहला you can say 5 girls and 5 boys, इसमें सब साथ में थे। बट इसमें क्या हुआ, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आ रही है कि आपको सारे गर्ल्स को एक साथ नहीं रखना है, केवल 4 गर्ल्स साथ होने चाहिए, राइट। तो अगर आपको ये समझ नहीं आया तो एक बार आप फिर से देख लेना सेशन को, है ना, तो समझ आ जाएगा। तो 5 आंसर आ जाएगा बस। ठीक है, एक क्वेश्चन और करते हैं। ये क्वेश्चन आया था आपके एडवांस में, ठीक है। तो एडवांस के क्वेश्चन अपन कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो आप समझ जाओ कि गेट लेवल तो बहुत ही सिंपल क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, राइट। इतना टफ नहीं आता। जब एडवांस के क्वेश्चन अगर आप कर पाते हो तो गेट में तो बहुत ही सिंपल क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, राइट, दैट यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड। तो वर्ड, राइट, words of length, words of a length 10 are formed at using words of a length 10। okay, so एक वर्ड का लेंथ कितना होने वाला है, 10 are formed using the letter, using the letter, लेटर्स यहाँ दिए हुए हैं ABCD, ABCDEFGH, ओके, IG। तो कितने वर्ड्स हैं यहाँ पर, लेटर्स हैं, एक 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, राइट। सो देयर आर 10 letters and you have to form a word of a 10 length 10, okay। I hope this makes sense, ठीक है। तो let x be the number of such words, okay, such words where no letter is repeated, where no letters okay, is repeated. अगेन ये क्वेश्चन कितना सही है? ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन सम पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन राइट प्रीवियसली, ठीक है। अब बहुत सारे स्टेटमेंट को कंबाइन करके क्वेश्चन दे रहा है, राइट। So it looks very big, but if you try to answer it, you can get the answer, ठीक है। तो जो previous question we have done, right, that question is very good question, you can expect in your exam, right। एंड अगर नहीं भी आता है तो आप ऐसा मत सोचो कि जो आप पढ़ रहे हो वही सेम क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है, ठीक है। आप जितना सीखोगे उतना आप अपने ड्रीम के पास रहोगे। दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव रियलाइज्ड, ओके। सी, वी गो थ्रू मैनी बुक्स, वी गो थ्रू मैनी लेक्चर्स, राइट। अगर आपको एक कंक्रीट कॉन्सेप्ट मिल जाता है तो यूजिंग दैट कॉन्क्रीट कॉन्सेप्ट यू कैन रियलाइज एनी आंसर, राइट। दैट इज माई ऑब्जेक्टिव। So words of a length 10 are formed using letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Let X be the number of such words where no letter is repeated, and let Y be the number of such words. Okay, number of such words. Okay, just take number only. Number of such words. Okay, where exactly one letter is repeated. Where exactly one letter is repeated. One letter is repeated twice, you can say, and no other letter is repeated. No other letters, okay, are repeated, you can say, ठीक है। So then question क्या था? Then the question is y by 9x कितना हो जाएगा? What is y by 9x, right? That is a question that they have asked. It's a very good question. Read it first. So you need to read the question first, okay? Words of a length 10 are formed using okay, no letter is repeated, you can say, no other letter is repeated. So what is the question here? You have to find y by 9x. Again, it is an integer type question, right? So you don't have any option and you have to solve the question. So can somebody try this question? Okay, so let me read the question again. एक बार आपको फिर से रीड, देखो क्वेश्चन रीड करना बहुत जरूरी है। देखो जिसको नहीं आता है, people who are not good at counting, people who are not good at math, right, they need to read the question carefully and try to translate that question in your language, ठीक है। So words of a length 10 are formed using 10 letters, ठीक है। Now let x be the number of such words where no letters is repeated. अब देखो अगर कोई लेटर रिपीट नहीं होता तो हाउ मेनी वेज आर देयर? ऑल लेटर्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट, राइट, you know, all letters are distinct. You have to sort all the letters. Sorting all the letters means what? You have to go for permutation, right? So उसको कितने वे से आप कर सकते हो? x will be what? X you can say will be 10 factorial ways, right? तो मतलब आपके पास 10 स्पेस हैं, you can say 10 स्पेस आर देयर, you are going to form a 10 letter word, right? एंड कोई भी लेटर रिपीट नहीं होना चाहिए। तो x की वैल्यू तो आपको डायरेक्ट आनी चाहिए, पता होना चाहिए, राइट। तो सोल्यूशन में क्या हो जाएगा? x इज इक्वल टू 10 फैक्टोरियल, ठीक है। ये तो बहुत ही सिंपल है। सो मेनी क्वेश्चन वी हैव डन फ्रॉम द पास्ट फाइव सेशंस, राइट। नाउ जो हमारा नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है दैट इज लिटिल बॉदरिंग, राइट। So you have to be careful here. Let by be the number of such words where exactly one letter is repeated. एक लेटर आपको चूज करना पड़ेगा। one letter is repeated 2 times. Okay, understood? So one letter you have to choose first, right? एक लेटर को आपको चूज करना पड़ेगा। देखो जब भी ऐसा सिचुएशन, आउट ऑफ 10 लेटर you have to choose one letter, right? And that one letter has to be repeated 2 times, right? ठीक है। So I think this is clear. You can say you can take here, right? That is very important to keep in mind. So one letter you have to choose, okay, out of 10, so that letter is going to be repeating and no other letters are repeating. ठीक है, no other letters. तो अगर आपके पास 10 letters हैं, one letter आपने choose कर लिया, तो how many letters are there? There are 9 letters and 8 letters जो होंगे they will not be repeating, right? So that also you have to choose. Okay, so out of one letter you have chosen from 10 letters, so remaining is how many letters? 9 letters. Then you have to choose 8 letters which are not going to be repeating, right? Okay, that is very important to keep in mind. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई भी चीज रिपीट होगी, ठीक है, अगर if anything is getting repeated, so what you do, first you arrange all the letters, right? Or you can say you are going to count, over counting you are going to do, right? Then जो भी रिडंडेंसी है, मतलब जो रिपीट हो रहा है उसको 2 फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड कर सकते हो, ठीक है। ये भी ओवर काउंटिंग एंड करेक्टिंग एक मेथड होती है कि जब जो लेटर सेम है उसको आप 2 फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड करो, ठीक है। तो मैं आपको बस यहाँ पर सोल्यूशन दे रहा हूँ। तो बाई हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, बाई, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्वेश्चन रीड करो फिर से, लेट बाई बी द नंबर ऑफ सच वर्ड्स वेयर एग्जैक्टली वन लेटर इज रिपीटेड 2 टाइम्स, ठीक है। तो मान लो एक ऐसा लेटर आप ले लो ए, ठीक है, कोई एक लेटर ए ले लो, ये 2 बार रिपीट होता है, ठीक है, 2 बार रिपीट होता है। तो आप ऐसा बोल सकते हो कि कोई एक ए देन बी सी डी ई एफ जी एच आई जे, राइट, लाइक दिस, ठीक है। तो जे नहीं रहेगा फिर, क्योंकि एक लेटर तो आप रिपीट कर दिए, तो ये तो टोटल 10 ही का होना चाहिए ना आपका जो वर्ड होना चाहिए, ठीक है। अब आप समझ जाओ, ये आपका एक परमुटेशन हो सकता है, ठीक है। तो अब देखो, पहली बात तो आपको एक लेटर चूज करना पड़ेगा आउट ऑफ 10, ये तो पहला रीजनिंग होना चाहिए, दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ, ओके। सो मैंने आपको बताया भी है कि परमुटेशन का मतलब क्या होता है, कॉम्बिनेशन देन अरेंजमेंट, राइट। तो हम कॉम्बिनेशन को भी यूज करते हैं यहाँ पर, परमुटेशन जब करते हैं तो कॉम्बिनेशन कॉन्सेप्ट भी यूज करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि सिलेक्शन इज, इफ देयर इज अ सिलेक्शन तो यू हैव टू गो फॉर सिलेक्शन, और परमुटेशन में ऑर्डर मैटर्स अ लॉट, सो यू हैव टू गो फॉर ऑर्डरिंग एज वेल, राइट। सो first of all what you have to do, 10c1, right, 10c1, next out of 10, one letter has got selected, that is going to get repeated, right, fine। जो रिपीटिशन होगा उसको हम लोग बाद में देखेंगे। देखो यहाँ पर हम लोग एक कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करने वाले हैं, वी कॉल इट ओवर काउंटिंग एंड करेक्टिंग। ये कॉन्सेप्ट हम यहाँ पर भी यूज करने वाले हैं, ये तो ओवर काउंटिंग एंड करेक्टिंग, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, ठीक है। तो ओवर काउंटिंग एंड करेक्टिंग का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पर रहेगा कि हम 10 लेटर्स को पहले अरेंज कर लेंगे 10 फैक्टोरियल वेज से, लेकिन जो जो उसमें रिपीट हो रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो उनको हम लोग डिवाइड कर देंगे 2 फैक्टोरियल से, राइट, ओके, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप इन माइंड। तो हाँ, 10c1, now you have got 9 letter, out of 9 letter you have to choose 8 letters which are not going to get repeated, right, so 9c8, ठीक है। अब आप 10 फैक्टोरियल वेज से पूरे लेटर्स को रिपीट क्या कर सकते हो, यू कैन अरेंज देम, you can arrange this guy, entire word you can arrange, okay, because there are 10 possibilities, but there are 2 letters which are getting repeated, so you can say 2 factorial, so this is called here we are over counting first 10 factorial ways, then we are जो भी सेम लेटर्स हैं उनसे हम 2 फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड करते हैं, ठीक है। तो आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर फॉर ऑल, राइट। ये आपका x और y की वैल्यू आ गया, ठीक है। तो क्वेश्चन क्या था, क्वेश्चन ये था कि y बाई 9x आपको निकालना था, y बाई 9x, तो y कितना है, 10c1 10, 9c8 9 ही है, 10 फैक्टोरियल, ओके, अपॉन 2 फैक्टोरियल इंटू 9 इंटू x कितना है, 10 फैक्टोरियल है, ये इससे कैंसिल हो गया, ठीक है, 9 से 9 कैंसिल हो गया, तो आंसर कितना आ गया। आई होप एवरीबडी अंडरस्टूड दिस क्वेश्चन, ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है, दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, ओके। तो लाइक इफ यू सी द कॉम्बिनेशन आल्सो, मैं आपको एक याद करने का तरीका बता रहा हूँ। मान लो आप कॉम्बिनेशन का फॉर्मूला देखते हो, देखो जैसे आप बोलते हैं ना एनसीआर का फॉर्मूला जो होता है, तो पहले आप ओवर काउंटिंग कर लो n फैक्टोरियल वेज से, आप n फैक्टोरियल, राइट। उसके बाद क्या करोगे, उसके बाद आप यू कैन डिवाइड, ओके, r फैक्टोरियल्स, यू नो, and n minus r factorial, right? Okay. So over counting then correcting, okay, you can think about it, you can think about it। ये कैसे सर बोल रहे हैं, NCR n फैक्टोरियल अपॉन r फैक्टोरियल n माइनस r फैक्टोरियल। तो ये r फैक्टोरियल जो है रिपीट हो रहा है, n माइनस r फैक्टोरियल रिपीट हो रहा है, ठीक है। तो आप उसको डिवाइड कर सकते हो सिलेक्शन में, okay, while selecting n out of r, okay, so we have selected, okay, that is very important to keep in mind, ठीक है। तो वी विल टॉक अबाउट दिस, ठीक है। तो ये आप याद रखना, एनसीआर का फॉर्मूला भी होता है। तो यहाँ पर क्या है, ओवर काउंटिंग, ये दिस इज अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, राइट। So I hope everybody understood this question. Please help me know in the chat box. And those who are not live right now, they can watch these sessions later also. Yeah. Okay. So this is one set of question that you can expect in the GATE examination. Or okay. Understood. Fine. So we will meet again, with new concepts, right? Okay. So we will discuss. There are a few concepts more, right? We have to talk about. See, nowadays India match is going on, right? India versus, okay, India has won all the matches, right? World Cup is going on. You can say 6 out of 6 India won, right? So we'll taking some question based on batter. You can say batting order question. ठीक है, अभी हम लोगों को ये डिस्कस करना है बैटिंग ऑर्डर क्वेश्चन, और मोस्टली हम लोग क्वेश्चन ही डिस्कस करेंगे जिससे आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होगा, ठीक है। और फिर मैं एक समरी आपको दूंगा। ये बैटिंग ऑर्डर क्वेश्चन आपको सबसे पहले डिस्कस करना है, ठीक है। एंड देन आफ्टर डिस्कसिंग बैटिंग ऑर्डर क्वेश्चन, एक मेथड और हमें डिस्कस करना है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट मेथड है, वी कॉल इट टिक क्रॉस मेथड। टिक क्रॉस मेथड से हमें क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है, ये भी एक मेथड है, ओके प्लीज। काउंटिंग में ये मेथड बहुत यूजफुल है, टिक क्रॉस मेथड, ठीक है। तो इसके लिए ये कॉन्सेप्ट भी हमें सीखना है। देन okay then we have to discuss one of the concept called formation of the group, right? Formation of groups, because ये सारे टॉपिक्स हमें कवर करने हैं, राइट। these are the concept that we have to learn, right, while for solving questions, ठीक है। now ठीक है, and then we will also talk about permutation of alike objects like this indistinct object। अभी तक हम लोग किस टाइप का परमुटेशन देख रहे थे, कि परमुटेशन ऑफ डिस्टिंक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट्स, राइट। देयर आर डिस्टिंक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट्स ए बी सी डी एफ जी, है ना। और आप क्या देखेंगे, परमुटेशन ऑफ अलाइक ऑब्जेक्ट्स, परम्यूटेशन ऑफ अलाइक ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट, ठीक है। तो आप समझ जाओ ये क्या है, परम्यूटेशन ऑफ अलाइक ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट। जितने ऑब्जेक्ट सेम रहेंगे उतने फैक्टोरियल से हमें डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, राइट, याद रखना, ठीक है। ये अलाइक आर यू कैन से इनडिस्टिंक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट। कुछ बुक्स में आपको ऐसा भी मिलेगा लैंग्वेज, तो कोई भी एक वर्ड दिया रहेगा एंड देन दे विल आस्क यू टू अरेंज देम, राइट। एंड जितने भी वर्ड्स अरेंज करना है, राइट, और जो भी रिपीट होते हैं उसको आप डिवाइड कर दोगे, ठीक है, फाइन। एंड देन वी विल टॉक अबाउट टोटल नंबर ऑफ सिलेक्शन। ये सारे टॉपिक्स आप याद रखो, इनको अभी कवर करने हैं। तो एक सेशन हमारा फिर से होगा, राइट, और वो सेशन लंबा होगा, दैट सेशन शुड बी। सो आपको ये समझ आना चाहिए कि आपके काउंटिंग में व्हाट आर द टॉपिक्स आर देयर, लाइक व्हाट आर दी यू कैन से कितना सिलेबस होता है, लोगों को यही नहीं पता है, ठीक है। कितने टाइप के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, तो मैं तो आपको ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि इफ यू वांट टू बिकम गुड, कंप्लीटली गुड इन पीएनसी, तो आप आईआईटी जेई मेंस एंड एडवांस के सारे क्वेश्चन कर डालिए, राइट, ओके। एंड अगर आप मेरा सेशन लेकर करोगे तो आपको थोड़ा सा सिंपल पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ सिलेक्शंस, हम देखेंगे यहाँ पर टोटल नंबर ऑफ सिलेक्शंस। And one more thing, guys, I would suggest here is probability में there are around 300 plus questions from previous year, okay, PYQ, okay. So you guys can try those questions also after learning probability from my sessions, okay. तो अगर आप 300 questions कर लेते हो तो गेट की तैयारी हो गई मान लो, ठीक है, ओके, फाइन। So these are the concept, guys, that we have to discuss, okay, and yeah, that's what, and some few more miscellaneous topic that I'm gonna talk about, that's it, right. So please remember, okay, these are the things that you have to always remember, ठीक है। So if I summarize everything in one go, right, आपकी जो स्टोरी होने वाली है लाइफ में, whatever topics I have written till now and whatever we have discussed, right, तो अगर हम summary दें, right, if I want to give you the summary what I think exactly, right, तो ये टॉपिक सबसे सिंपल है, ठीक है, this topic is completely simple, you can say, right. So if I summarize everything, if I am going to summarize, okay, so let me summarize everything, right, yeah, in fact I will summarize later because अभी कुछ टॉपिक्स बचे हैं तो उनको summarize हम बाद में ही करेंगे। लेकिन अगर आपको ये समझना है कि ये जो फॉर्मूला था, एनसीआर फार्मूला, एनसीआर फार्मूला, राइट, एनसीआर फार्मूला, उसको अगर हम ब्रेक करते हैं, तो क्या आप ऐसा बोल सकते हो कि एनसी के फार्मूला, एनसीआर फार्मूला यू कैन टेक, राइट, ठीक है। इस फॉर्मूले को अगर हमें समझना है कि व्हाट इज दिस फॉर्मूला, राइट, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि मैनी पीपल विल टेल यू व्हाट एनसीआर, विच इज एन फैक्टोरियल बाय आर फैक्टोरियल एन माइनस आर फैक्टोरियल। तो मैंने क्या बताया यहाँ पर, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी दिस फॉर्मूला, यू हैव टू ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड, ठीक है। तो आप क्या करोगे, जैसे एनसीआर आपको अगर कंप्यूट करना है, ठीक है, एनसीआर, ओके, तो सबसे पहले क्या करना है, एन फैक्टोरियल करना है सबसे पहले, द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप इज एन फैक्टोरियल, देन इफ यू आर गोइंग टू अरेंज यू नो एन नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स, राइट, तो उसका केवल एक ही पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन होने वाला है, इफ ऑल आर व्हाट, if all are distinct object, right, so n is here the distinct object, you have to consider n is the distinct object, right. So n factorial into 1, right, then n factorial into 1, then 1 by k factorial into 1 by, sorry, well, not 1 by k, you can say 1 by r factorial, right, and then 1 by n minus r factorial, right. तो इसका मतलब क्या है, आप यहाँ लिख लो, इसका मतलब है ऑर्डर and distinct, okay, and distinct objects, right, order and distinct object, okay, ncr is equal to what, n factorial upon r factorial n minus r factorial, ठीक है। तो n factorial we will call it order and distinct object, right, okay, that is very important to keep in mind. Now second is what, second, this 1 by r denotes what, 1 by r denotes, याद रखना, over counted, right, over counted, something has been over counted, right, so you are dividing with this, right, so any ordering, okay, any ordering of chosen group, okay, any ordering of chosen group is same choice, Okay, suppose you have chosen some group, right? Out of 10 people you have selected 5 people, right? Okay, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि in that ordering, right, so you can have the same choice also, right? तो एनी ऑर्डरिंग ये ओवर काउंटिंग को शो करता है, याद रखना जो भी डिवाइड करते हो हमेशा डिनोमिनेटर में, दैट शोज ओवर काउंटिंग, राइट? सो यू आर जस्ट removing that redundancy, okay, that you can keep in mind. And what is this? So ये भी ओवर काउंटिंग को शो कर रहा है, ये भी this shows this term shows over counted, over counted, right? So ये आप बोल सकते हो थर्ड है, इसको भी हम समझते हैं ये सेकंड पॉइंट है, राइट? फर्स्ट इज दिस, हाउ मेनी टर्म्स आर देयर, 1 2 3 4, राइट? सो ओवर काउंटेड मीन्स व्हाट इज ओवर काउंटेड, मतलब ऐसा जो ग्रुप रहेगा, एनी, यू कैन से एनी ऑर्डरिंग ऑफ unchosen, okay, unchosen group is same choice, right? So that is very important. Suppose you have got 10 people and you are going to choose 5 people. आपके पास एक केक रखा हुआ है, right? One cake is there, okay, you have to distribute that cake to some people, right? Now you have got 10 people and you have to choose 5 people, मतलब you have to distribute that cake among 5 people, right? That you can think about. ठीक है, देखो आपके पास एक केक है, suppose you have a birthday and in your office there are 20 people, but out of 20 people not all people are your friend, right? So you will not celebrate that, you are not going to distribute this cake uniformly to all 20 people, right? आप क्या करोगे, you will select some 5 or 5 people, right, to to distribute this cake, okay? तो अब आपको सिलेक्शन करना है, तो 20C5, 20C5, right? 20C5, you can directly count, I mean 20C5 means what? 20C5 means 20 factorial upon 5 factorial and minus r, that is 15 factorial, ठीक है? ये तो फॉर्मूला है, इफ यू नो द फॉर्मूला यू कैन डू डायरेक्टली, लेकिन अगर आपको सोचना है, इफ यू हैव टू थिंक, राइट, तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट, ओके, जितने भी टर्म्स आते हैं अगर आप इसको कंबाइन करोगे तो यू विल गेट दिस फॉर्मूला, राइट? तो n factorial is nothing but order and distinct object, right? So there are 20 people, right? So you're going to order them first, then you're going to arrange them. Yes, there are 20 people, okay? I think this is clear. So this is very important to keep in mind. And this one is what? One means take first or as chosen, okay? So वहां पर केवल एक ही ऐसा कॉम्बिनेशन होगा, एक ही ऐसा 5 पीपल का ग्रुप होगा जिसको आप देना चाहते हो केक। मेरा कहने का मतलब है, देखो फिर से मैं समझा रहा हूं, आप समझो। मान लो आपके पास यहाँ पर केक है, इफ दिस इज अ केक एंड इन योर ऑफिस देयर आर 20 पीपल, बट यू वांट टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट सो 20 पीपल को सबसे पहले आप रख दो एक, these are the 20 people, right? And factorial 20 people are there, okay? You just think about it. I'm just explaining this formula for all, right? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, ये 20 हो गए, राइट? अब आपके 20 ऑफिस में 20 लोग हैं, लेकिन आपका बर्थडे है, तो आपको पता है कि आपका जो ग्रुप है उसमें 5 ही लोग हैं, जिसमें तो ये केक आप 5 लोगों को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करोगे, 20 को नहीं करोगे, राइट? तो आपको क्या करना है, among all 20 people you have to choose 5 people, right? तो जो एक ग्रुप होगा जिसको हमें केक देना है, दैट इज वन ऑफ द 6 ग्रुप, हाँ, इनको हमें देना, तो एक ही एक ऐसा पॉसिबिलिटी होगा, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी वन पॉसिबल वे, राइट? वन पॉसिबल वे, रिमेंबर, ठीक है? बहुत सारे पॉसिबल वे नहीं हो सकते, वन पॉसिबल वे, राइट? तो आप बोल सकते हो, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो आई होप दिस मेक सेंस. सो क्या है 20, लेट मी चूज सम थिक पेन, राइट. से 20C5, राइट. यू हैव टू फाइंड 20C5. 20C5 मतलब क्या है, 20 फैक्टोरियल इंटू 1, है ना. तो आप कोई भी एक सेट ले लो, मतलब ग्रुप ऑफ 5 पीपल, ये को मैंने ले लिया. तो ये एक ही हो सकता है जिसको आप लोग क्या दोगे, केक दोगे, विन को नहीं दोगे. ठीक है. इसमें आप ओवर काउंटिंग भी कर सकते हो. 20 में आप ओवर काउंटिंग कर दिए, राइट. यू माइट डू ओवर काउंटिंग, राइट. तो जो चूजन पीपल है उसमें आप ओवर काउंटिंग कर सकते हो, है ना. मतलब ओके, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप इन माइंड, राइट. सो that you have to understand. So 1 will be what, 1 by 5 factorial into 1 by 15 factorial. Yeah. Okay, so please remember this. This is also one of the very important concept that I got to learn, right. So we will meet very soon. Okay, and we will try to finish this counting, then we will start priority. So those people who have any sort of doubt, abhi bhi koi fear hai, phobia hai, they can anytime contact me. Thank you so much, guys. Take care and keep learning.